Good morning. As all the parents are scurrying out to put their kids into robotics, dance, art and craft, music, and lot more, it is very, very important that it is the right moment to build in them a special interest in reading. Reading is one particular attribute in a student's life which would shape their character, build their confidence, and would go on to define their life as well. To promote the reading habits in a kid, essentially it is the responsibility of every parent to grab them and to hook them onto some interesting books. Some kids might be reluctant to read, or some kids might be reluctant to open up a book. But there is a special idea. As you play around with your kids, you make them sit beside you, you grab a comic book that would interest them the best and read out, and even you could go ahead to enact some of the famous and the interesting characters in the comic book, which would ultimately hook up the kid in reading. They would be all ears to you as you read. History has got a great significance and evidence to prove that eminent leaders had gone on to great heights only because of reading. We all know Alexander the Great, who conquered the entire world, but you must be unaware that one particular book from the Library of Macedonia, under the supervision of Aristotle, Homer's Iliad, which instilled in them the idea of conquering the world. It was only the Homer's Iliad which talked about the siege of the Trojan city and the Trojan War and the city of Troy, which laid down the seed in Alexander's mind to use the effective tactics of conquering the world. Elon Reeve Musk, a South African-born American businessman and a successful engineer who spent most of his childhood days in reading sci-fi novels. The idea was laid down in his mind since then. Launching of electric vehicles and vertical and horizontal takeoff of sci-fi jets, and one of the most innovative and efficient mode of transport, that is the Hyperloop. The seed was laid in the minds of Elon Reeve Musk as he became the voracious reader, which is now envisioning and which is in the closest offing. My dear parents, as you take your kids to vacation to so many places around your city, like hill stations, religious places, and many more, plan your schedule to make them to sit and visit a local library. Make them to live very close by the books. Try to inculcate the habit of reading in every kid's mind. The future of the humanity lies in your kid, and your kid's future largely depends on their reading habits. For taking a humanity from stability to survival, from survival to success, and from success to significance, reading goes on to bring in them a very, very great change. As a parents, it's the right moment to make your kids to sit down and read. And if not, you take out a book, a magazine, a sports book, or a newspaper which has got articles of your students' interest, of your kids' interest, and read them loud and allow them to sit and read. Thank you.